one of the nice things you can do with this is take any other toy almost and put it on in whatever way that it actually makes sense. This one is a rope on the other end. Depending on which end the dog wanted, it could have gone on this end. Just all kinds of ways to use whatever it is that is the dog's favorite toy if you don't want to use the ring, and works just as well.
And she has a hard time doing that. Because, you know, like the Maddie, she's a good dog, but she gets irritated and wants to go one way. So it intimidates her. She doesn't want to sit. You don't want to take her for a walk. She can do it.
See, that's how she keeps her head down, what Mark was talking about.
Right. So when you're using the small leash, when you don't want her to do that, it keeps her head up.
Even this leash has got the you can pull it out.
That's what Mark likes about that small leash. Just show them how you can run. Come on. It's just great. I mean, she doesn't lunge anymore like she used to. She was pulling at me all the time. Now see, like that.
She's stretching it out, but she can't. She won't actually overdo it.
She doesn't. I mean, it's just great. I mean, it's just real good. Why don't you try the short one?
What it has, it's got the same handle, same wrist grip. It's got one of these on it. It's actually a shorter. It only has a few inches of stretch in it, but it's keeping your dog right here at you. For instance, if you were going from a house to the cage to the car to the vet, you know, this would be the kind of thing.
This is what you'd use this for.
It's just got you right there where you want it. And you may, when you're using it, so you're holding right on to the end of it right there. You have a small hand, small wrist, and that's not that. And so one of the things you're able to do is put your hand in there. I mean, you can adjust this thing down.
Oh, okay.
Because this slides. I mean, it's actually made to slide so that a large, big old paw can go in there. But if no matter what you do, because of the way these are sewn and tabbed here, nothing this dog can do can cinch it up and choke your wrist. You'll never not be able to get your hand at it. So you can cinch it up at your choosing, and now when you go to get a hold of it, you're not just holding on to the butt of the wrist, you're actually holding on to it right there.
I got it.
And so from a science point of view, here's what you're actually doing. Let me have the leash for a moment. When you're just holding something in your own grip, it's up to the strength of your grip to actually hold that, which is the way a lot of leashes are. But when you, like you were saying with a normal leash, you'd wrap it around, you'd be holding this. Now you've at least got something that you're holding that's in line, but it's still just a strap. Your hand is still in there. When you actually take your same hand grip that you would have been using sort of like a ski rope and hold here, you only need about 1/10 of that strength to do the same thing, holding in line around something that's as long as it flexes in your hand. You don't need much strength to actually be able to hold it. In fact, once you get to walking, you actually just knowing that it's touching the palm of your hand. So when you adjust this to actually get your hand on it, not back here where you're just sort of barely holding it. Now, as the better trained the dog gets, that's all you'll have to have. But the idea is that you're actually able to just have it on your wrist adjusted so it's just right there, and you close your fingers on it, and you've got it. And your hand and wrist is small enough that you're able to get in and out like that.
Come here, Maddie. Let's see what we do. We'll walk a little bit. Come on. See how we do with this. Come on.
While you're walking, just go ahead and pretend that you're on a path and you're going to go around that tree, regardless of where the dog goes. You're just going to take a straight path straight to that tree and ride around it and back. And if Maddie tries to go one direction or another, you just keep it right by your side. Yeah, there you go. Keep your hand right by your side. And you keep walking straight, and the dog will straighten back out with you.
like that idea. The sidewalk, if we go to this church up in there, you gotta
right on.
out of the road.
Exactly.
I like that.
It's as though you were walking on a sidewalk, and you're keeping the dog
On the sidewalk.
on the sidewalk with you.
Great.
That's
amazing.
that's not what she normally does. Is it?
No.
Oh, no.
She's
She's
going this
everywhere.
left, right, or head on the ground.
I mean, she doesn't. But since I've had the long leash, the mornings are just so much better bringing her out to walk her and everything. I mean, she just does.
Thank you, Maddie.
Say
Thank
hi,
you.
Mr. Van.